Hi, I'm Mark. This is Mark's Tech Vlogs on YouTube, and today I'm going to bring you a comparison video comparing the Air by Crazybaby Nanos and the Apple AirPods. So both the AirPods and the Crazybaby Nanos are truly wireless earbuds. They're also both truly wireless earbuds that have picked up a lot of attention. So I thought I'd do a comparison video for those of you trying to work out which to buy. So first, let's talk about price. The Air by Crazybaby Nanos work at around $99. If, like me, you live in the UK, then actually you have to pay shipping on top of that, and you also have to pay some customs tax when they come into the country. This means they work out at around £100. The Apple AirPods retail at £159 or $159. This means the Nanos are the cheaper option to go for, but not by a huge amount. Next, let's talk about design. The Air by Crazybaby Nanos are in-ear earphones, and they've got a nice small design that kind of subtly protrudes from your ear. They then fit into this small pill-sized case. The Apple AirPods, however, are earphones. This means that they sit in your ear. The design of these is sort of toothbrush in style if you listen to the people who've been taking a mickey out of them, but essentially like a pair of wired earphones without the wire. The AirPods fit into a small charging case, which is actually smaller than I was expecting. It's also smaller than the Air by Crazybaby Nanos case. If I'm honest, the design kind of splits these two devices apart a little bit, because the Air Nanos probably have the better designed device themselves, but the AirPods have the better designed case. It's smaller, more well thought out, and it's easy to get the earphones in and out. In terms of feel, the AirPods probably have the premium feel about them as well. Now let's talk about spec. The Air by Crazybaby Nanos have 3 hours playback from a charge, and an additional 5 to 9 hours using that charging case. If we compare this to the AirPods, then for one charge of the AirPods you get 5 hours use. On top of that, the case gives you up to 24 hours use in total. Of course, battery life is less if you use them to make calls. It's also worth saying on battery life that with the AirPods you can check how much battery you've got left in the earphones and in the case, whereas with the Nanos you can only really check how much battery you've got left in the earphones. This means the Apple AirPods win on battery life. Both also have functions you can customise. On the Air by Crazybaby Nanos, you can use the buttons on the end of them to operate things like Siri, go to the next track, play or pause, or switch them off. This all depends on how many presses you do and how long some of the presses are, and it takes a little bit of getting your head around, but it does seem to work well. That being said, pushing something that's in your ear does hurt a little bit. The AirPods let you customise a tap feature. This means that you don't actually push the device, you give them 2 little taps. And you can assign one command to the left and one to the right. The commands you can choose from include play or pause, calling up Siri, next track and previous track. They also have a function that means if you take one out of your ear, the music stops. I prefer the Apple way of doing this because whilst you get less functions, it's actually less uncomfortable on your ears. It's also worth saying that both have microphones built in for you to take calls, but only the AirPods have microphones built in on both earpieces. Let's talk about connectivity. Connecting both of them is relatively easy because they're Bluetooth devices. The easiest one to connect, however, is certainly the Apple AirPods. If you're an Apple user, you simply open the case, hold it close to your device, and you're pretty much paired. For the Nanos, you have to hold on both earpieces and then go into your Bluetooth settings. To be honest, neither are particularly difficult, but the Apple system allows you to easily use it between other devices without having to pair it again. Next, let's talk about comfort. Both the AirPods and the Crazybaby Nanos are really comfortable to use, and actually I found they both sit really well in my ears. If I'm honest, I probably prefer the Apple approach of having earphones rather than in-ears, just because it requires less adjustment as you're out and about. That being said, when you're out and about exercising, neither of them really budge that much. And the Air by Crazybaby Nanos come with a variety of wingtips and extra things to make sure they do sit comfortably and solidly in your ears. Finally, and most importantly, let's talk about audio quality and loudness. Now, because the Apple AirPods are earphones and the Air by Crazybaby Nanos are in-ears, you do get a slightly different experience from using both of them. When you're using the AirPods, you can typically hear a bit more of what's going on around you, whereas using the Air by Crazybaby Nanos, because they're in-ears, they do tend to shut you off from your surroundings. In terms of sound quality and loudness, the Air by Crazybaby Nanos win this one. They are incredibly loud and incredibly good sounding, with a whole variety of high-end and low-end, regardless of the genre of music you're listening to. Typically for loudness, I couldn't take these above half volume without it becoming uncomfortable. That, however, doesn't mean that the AirPods are rubbish. They're slightly quieter, but even at 3/4 volume, they're about as loud as I can handle. Likewise, they also give you a real good mix of high-end and low-end and make all types of music sound really good. Overall, if we're comparing the Air by Crazybaby Nanos and the Apple AirPods, Both are incredible sounding, well-designed pairs of truly wireless earbuds. If I had to recommend one, however, I would probably go for the AirPods. And the reason I say this is because whilst the Air by Crazybaby Nanos have the slight upper edge when it comes to sound quality, actually there's not a huge difference. The big selling point with the AirPods for me is that it's easy to check both the status of the earphones and the case with your device, and also the battery life is absolutely incredible. I hope you guys have found this video helpful. If you've got any questions that I haven't answered, do stick them below. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you guys again soon.